Anal much. Good morning, everyone. Drop that so I don't hit the microphone. So many people ask, what's the black thing? Microphone. Welcome to Margaret being Margaret. It is about 5:30 in the morning. I got up at 3:30. Wanted to take a shower. I've been going to bed between 8 and 8:30 just so that I can get up and have half an hour to myself in the morning. But this morning I find that I have an hour to myself. This is just too much. I had my cup of tea. Actually, I had a very nutritious breakfast this morning and had 2 Pop-Tarts. Brown sugar cinnamon. Nothing better than mainlining sugar. And while I was having them, I read a post from somebody who had seen an old video, and we must have been talking about weight, because she said, drop the sugar and you'll lose the weight. As I had my Pop-Tart and chuckled, I don't have to leave here for another 15 minutes, and I figured I'd try to catch you up. I got my check. Oh, what a worrisome weekend. I was so happy Monday when they called and said it was in. And I ended up, going down to get it. Didn't want to because, I don't want to put the baby in the car. But I got those mirrors that we talked about and everybody said I needed, and I knew it. It does make a difference for me. It does not make a difference for her. So we will not be doing a lot of traveling, but I got the check. Yesterday I had an hour to myself and went to the bank and deposited it. I wanted to, get it in CDs and do all sorts of stuff. And of course I couldn't because it wasn't drawn on my bank. So that will have to be this weekend. And then we'll just go from there. The other thing I did, I went to Home Depot and I picked up paint to do the trim, the doors. Mike and Nikki said I could do the bathroom because they're not going to rip that bathroom out for a couple of years. And that takes a little off them and gives me something more to do. They have people coming in this weekend. It'll be different inspections and things. So I'll have people around, which is kind of nice. And anybody who's like me, I don't want to paint the inside of the cabinets. Now, I really wouldn't, but they've got that old smell to them. They're wood, and they really need it. Because I don't want to, and because I'm looking forward to what it looks like when it's done on the outside, I'm going to make myself paint the inside first. It's like a punishment. Everybody else, do you do what you enjoy first and put off what you don't enjoy? Or do you do the things you don't enjoy and get them off your plate? Because I'm going to procrastinate to start because I don't want to do that part. What a weird way to live. This weekend, we had rain on Saturday, really hard rain. And Sunday it dried up enough that I could get outside and start doing some raking. Didn't even think to bring you with me and show you the front yard. There's a lot of leaves out there. And I said to Michael, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of them. And he said, just put them on a top and drag them to the back. Sure, Michael. And I will. So I picked up a top at Home Depot also. I actually had another key made for the side door. These doors have the side, the lock that you just switch on the inside, but it stays locked so that if I close the door behind me, it locks, which means if I don't have a key, I can't get back in. And I have been petrified that I would do that. So when I was at Home Depot yesterday, I made the key and then got home to try it. Now I've got my arms full. I've got all the Home Depot stuff. Got a bag that came from Amazon, and I'm just loaded down, and it's dark out. I tried that key 10 times, and I am saying things that are not very nice. Finally realized I was putting it in the deadbolt. And it's the same key, but I need both of them locked. So I took it out of the deadbolt, put it in the other lock. Hi, babykins. Hi. So I got that lock unlocked, and I still couldn't open the door. So now we played Let's Make a Deal with, is this one unlocked? Is this one unlocked? Is this one unlocked? it seemed like it took 20 minutes. It probably took 2. But, and it's dark out and you're tired and it's been a long day. Got all my tax information done. Amazed at how much money I spent on the Dighton house this past year. And when you go back and look at the videos, I'm sure we'd see, you know, so many days plumbers were there, so many days heating contractors were there. And it's a shock to me. Now, the good news is maybe it will counteract the little bit of income I made from the sale of the salon, and I won't owe as much taxes. Next step is call the CPA and make an appointment. I told you we have trash pickup here that you have contracted, and that they were supposed to come last week and didn't, and Nikki looked up and they had told her they come on Fridays, and I put it out on Friday. When she looked it up, it said your next pickup is Tuesday. So I just thought, okay, and we put it out I put it out yesterday. Now, it's gonna sit out there now. My poor neighbors, but I'm not dragging it back until they come pick it up. And again, Nikki has to call today. Although I think I'll text her and tell her to send me the account number and the number and let me make believe I'm her, because she's at school. She shouldn't have to be trying to find room to do that too. It will be semi-light when I go to Mike and Nikki's today. If I remember, I'll take you along so you can see this convoluted drive. So that's been my week so far. Like to hear about yours. I am laughing at some of the things that you all put up on our private Facebook page, and I love the nice sayings too. I'm enjoying reading it. I hope you're enjoying doing it. And if you're lurking in the background but not writing anything, come on, step up, join the parade. I'm gonna get ready, go to my best place in the world, and maybe I'll see you on the ride.
Route recalculated.
One of the neat coincidences is Michael's cousin, my sister Bernie's daughter Kyle, lives a 1.5 miles from here. And this is a town that has old homes, but is a bedroom community to Providence and Boston, and has so many McMansions that it's ridiculous. It's almost like the have and have-nots. As I drive by, you find a nice, small, modest home, and then next to it, this huge monstrosity that I think is ugly as can be. And I always wonder about that. Like, it made sense when you had small children, or not even, when you had teenagers and you wanted more space. But what happens when your kids grow up? I mean, you have to sell and start again, and then I can't imagine cleaning it. You know, I've said before, the biggest mistake, one of the biggest mistakes I made, was turning School Street into a one-family when the kids were going into their teenage years. Because that's when I should have held them closer instead of having them have the space to disappear on me.
Continue on current road 7
This
miles.
is the road that I'm talking about. It's barely, I mean, it's wide enough for one car, and you can see how windy. Up till here, I could do it without the GPS. This is where there's still a couple turns that I'm not sure of. I figure about the time that I know how to get to the Seekonk house is when our house will be done, and I won't have to go there anymore. It's about 20-25 minutes of this, and it is still closer and a better ride than going from the Dighton house.
Continue on current road for about 2 miles.
I did text Nikki before I left the house to tell her that, you know, send me the account information on the trash removal. But she said that she did talk to them yesterday and they apologized profusely and we're gonna look into it. Gotta find out what this place is. I keep meaning to ask Nikki.
Turn right onto Walker Street.
I'm assuming it must be a private school because they have the track and a field house. But I never knew there was a private school around here. No, I don't want to. No. You know, this could be a problem, but I think I want to go this way. Now, if I'm wrong, Michael will be late for work. I keep telling them they haven't sent me the same way twice with the GPS. And a couple of times it sent me into Rhode Island and then back, which isn't really any longer. It's more highway stuff. And from here, look at that. I'll go out onto the local highway to finish up. Well, I'm settled. First nap of the day is happening. I went down to their cellar to put some laundry in. Not nearly as bad as the cellar at the new house, but it's because it's a much smaller place. So I'm going to have my cup of tea, doesn't matter where I am, and relax for a short while. Finish up this video. So you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll talk to you probably over the weekend. You'll get to do some painting. Something to look forward to.